What is up, guys and girls, and welcome to a brand new series on my channel called Beginner to Winner. This is kind of like a journeyman series, but it's not going to be as pressured. I'm not going to try too much to jump ship. One of the main things I want to do is try and leave each club I go to in a better position than they were when we joined them. That's financially, squad wise, and also obviously league position. That's the main things I want to do in this series. We're also going to be trying to get our coaching badges, and that we've only got our basic coaching badge. We've not got anything more than that at the moment, so we're gonna have to get them along the way as well. So that's something else we need to do. But for now, let's take a look at the last season. I just want to say this was only half season, because the way Football Manager works is, especially with the Swedish league that we're in, we are Vanasborgs, by the way, FK. There is a second team called Vanasborgs FI, who were in the league last season. You won't see them there because they got relegated. The season starts different times. It basically finishes in, so it starts in April and finishes in September. So as the Premier League's just getting started, we finish. So it was a short season, and basically Football Manager started halfway through the season. So that is why we've started this season halfway through. We were lucky because the manager got sacked. I'll show you why now. I'll show you the team first, the club first, because we want to know more about the club. So they play at Vanasvallen in Vanasborg. They play on a synthetic surface, so 4G probably. We have a capacity of 2,000. We play home shirt is white and the away shirt is black. He was already at the club. I think the rest of them we brought in, I think. So I'll tell you why I don't really exactly know who we brought in a bit. We'll get to that. But right now, we're just going to talk about this. So they in 2015 they were in Division 2, which is where we are now. They finished 8th. Then they finished 10th. 5th is the highest. I don't know if this is when they were formed. This might have been when they were formed then. Unless it's just oh no, sorry, no, they're founded in 1998. Sorry, I'm being a bit silly there. So this is the last 5 years. Okay, so the highest they've had in the last 5 years is a 5th place finish. So that's what we've got to beat. They finished 8th twice and they finished 10th twice. So they're essentially a mid-table team. The problem is this season they've had a bit of a rough time. They're a one-star reputation. They've got okay finances, but that's because they're very, very tight. We're semi-professional and we play in the Swedish Second Division. It's Norra Gotaland. Okay, so Norra Gotaland is what it's known as in general. So that Norra means north in Swedish. There you go. You come here, you watch the Football Manager, you learn. That's what we want to see. So let's go to the competitions, and this is the table from last season. So as I said, we only played half the season, not even half. We played 10 games, and we managed to finish 10th. We were well and truly in the mire when we got taken over. We had 10 games to save our career, and you'll see in a minute how the form was. You might have seen it on Twitter if you've already seen my Twitter, but the form was not that bad while we was here, and it still took us till the 10th game to keep us up. Like, we could have gone down in the 10th game as well that we played. So we managed to stay up, which was what the plan was. That's what we had to do. And our neighbours, or big brothers if you like, I think they're our parent club, Vanasborgs FK, FI, sorry. They got relegated. Oh, they're there. Yeah, IF. Sorry. So I think they're our parent club. Let's see when they were formed. 1906. Yeah, they were definitely our parent club because we were only formed in 1998. So they're the ground that we play at is their ground. Okay. So we finished 10th out of 14. The schedule as follows. We took over here. We took over on the 13th of the 7th, 2019. And all this was previous. So they played 14 games, won once, and drew 3 and lost 10. So that was obviously why we found ourselves in that relegation mire. As you can see, when I took over, not saying I'm a genius or anything, a tactical genius or anything, but as you can see, when I took over, we really, really did start playing better football. We started getting wins, got a few draws, but only 2 losses. in 10 games. After the form like that, it's pretty good. We started off our career with a 1-0 home win against Vagada IK, with Vekic scoring on the 88th minute to snatch a victory at the death. Then we played another home game against IFK Udvala, which was our highest scoring game. We had 2 players sent off in the last minute, or the last couple of minutes if you want to be pedantic. We went 1-0 up, went 2-0 up, sorry, and Söderqvist pulled a goal back on just before half time, probably giving them a little bit of a false glimmer of hope before Damalajaj closed the door on them on the 70th minute. And then we played away at IFK Tidaholm, and we, again, you can see red cards. We took an early lead, stormed 2-0 up early on, 5th and 6th minute, and then Sakala scored for Tidaholm just before half time. So we went in at half time 2-1 up, and then Ledgerbro equalised on the 82nd minute. Aun got sent off on the 66th minute, so that didn't stand us in good stead, and then they got their player sent off 90 past 5 minutes. Just, he might as well not have been sent off. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like there was more. I think it was the 95th minute that the game finished on, so there's that. Then we had a couple more draws. A 0-0 draw away at Nordvarmlands. Absolutely nailed that then. No goals to speak of. Then we played Savdalens IF at home. Gashi scoring the equaliser to get us a point on the 79th minute after Salihu scored in the 61st minute. Then we went away to Vanasborgs IF, our parent club, and got a bit of luck with a player being sent off before we started scoring. Damalajaj scored on the 32nd minute a penalty, which was related to the sending off. So it was 1-0 before Radauj scored on the 38th minute to give us the win. Then we played Grabberstads IF at home, and we won 1-0 thanks to a Damalajaj goal. Another late goal on the 79th minute to win us the game. Then we went to IK Gulthiod, and we crashed. This was like the worst game we played this season, and we didn't deserve to get anything of it, to be honest. They were 4th in the league, I think, when we played them, and we were second to bottom. So, you know, we got absolutely battered, and then they got a player sent off, and it was too late to do anything by then anyway. So we crashed to a 3-0 loss there. Then we played Lidköpings FK, and we got a 1-0 win at home with Gashi scoring a 6th minute penalty, and that being the only goal of the game to give us the win. Stenungsunds IF, I definitely got that right. 1-0 win, again, Valon Gashi penalty. Bequiri got sent off in the 61st minute, and that again was another penalty related to this sending off. So we've had a bit of luck. We can't complain about the luck. And then we went to IFK Amal, the team that were beaten by the previous manager at home 4-2, which was actually the highest scoring goal game we played, but I wasn't involved in. Actually, 4 goals went in that game. But I think they were saving that up throughout the season, so it's not that good. We lost away to Amal, and there was obviously a point here. 62nd minute, Radauj scored. We thought we might, come back and maybe get a point out of it. But Adrian Johnson scored 2 goals early on, not early on, but a goal early on, and then early on in the second half to sort of, seal that. And we got just a consolation goal. And then we finished the season off with a 3-3 draw to Sorsland at IK, which was enough to keep us up. We went 1-0 down to a Zlatan goal, not that Zlatan, before pulling a goal back from Arnold Airn. And then we went 2-1 down before a Damalajaj penalty drawed us level again. And then we went 3-2 down before Radauj scored on the 55th minute to keep the 3-0 and the draw alive. Palander was sent off, causing untold stress in the last 10 minutes or so of the game. So that was the game that we managed to guarantee our survival. It went down to the wire. It was a tough run. We only lost twice, which I'm really, really proud of. It was enough to keep us up, which was all we had to do. That's all we had to do. We didn't have to do anything else. Targets we were given was to work within the wage budget and to stay in the second division. We've done one of them at least. The second one, not so much, but we'll see if we can, chisel that down a little bit and get some of the wages back as soon as possible once we've found out who our first team is going to be this season. Our biggest win, as mentioned before, was this 3-1 win against Uddevalla, and our biggest loss was definitely this one. As we mentioned, we didn't deserve anything out of that game. So we finished 10th out of a 14 position, which isn't too bad. Let's just have a look at the competition again. We played 10 of 26 games. We got 6 out of 7 wins. We got 4 out of 7 draws, and we got 2 out of 12 losses, which is blinding, I think. 29 goals they scored. We scored 16. So 16. They got 13, is that right? 16 and 13, 29, yeah. So we scored 16 and we conceded 12, which means they conceded 26. And they would have had a goal difference of minus 13, but we got we added 4 to that tally. So we got it down to minus 9. So we stayed up with 28 points, which is pretty good. We did get 5 clean sheets though as well. That's worth mentioning. Again, if we look at this, where are they? Or 4 clean sheets, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6 clean sheets, sorry. 6 clean sheets we got. So that's pretty good. There we go. You can't really see it because it's behind me. Let me see if I can... There we go. Career stats. Played 12, won 6 games, drawn 4, lost 2. 16 goals for, 12 goals against, goal difference 4. Again, so it would have been minus 13. And 50% win. So I'm just going to chuck my ugly mug back on the screen now. And as you can see, the attributes in that aren't very good. So there's that. We're on £500 a week, which is more than most of the players put together, which is pretty cool. We've got a National C licence, which is the basicest one. So that's pretty cool. Dynamics-wise, we're very, very poor. This is because we've had to bring in so many players. We'll get into that now because, as I promised, we will talk about why there's so many players that we don't know who they are. And I'm not going to get too deep into them because I don't know who they are. But very poor team cohesion because we had to bring so many players in. I will show you in a second. Got a decent dressing room atmosphere and a little bit of unhappiness, but nothing too bad. The managerial support's pretty good. The hierarchy we've got fairly good. I'm happy with that. We have only been at the club a short period of time, so you know I'm not too fussed about the ones that aren't following us yet or supporting us yet. We've got more supporting us than we've got against us. That's the main thing. Let's just go to the transfers. And as you can see, this is why I don't know many of the players. I know a few of them. A few of them played. Some of them are youngsters. But as you can see, there is like a full team here. Probably 2 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17... 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 players we brought in. Because we started on the 13th of the 7th. So we brought in all of these players. We had to because we literally had no players that can play in certain positions. We just needed to bulk the squad right out. And I think that's been one of the main standout reasons why we've managed to stay up this season. As well as the staff, which we'll get to in a minute. But yeah, we brought in a lot of players on a free transfer just to bulk out the squad. A few of them, like I said, I know. Von Rees has played. Axelson's played quite a lot. Aern has played a few. Aun's played a few. Frick came and went. He's gone now. Lanev, he was okay. Garanzon, he's our main goalkeeper now. So we've got a few players. Adea, he's a promising striker. We've got a few players who you know could possibly be here for a while and make a big difference. So that's what matters. Staff-wise, we were under average everywhere. I had to basically start again with the staff because we could only bring on another 2 staff members, and it weren't enough to get us above that average line, which is the first thing I do when I take over a save. Always make sure that we are above average in the league. We have managed to get a few in that have took us above that now, so that's awesome. So we're struggling with working within the wage budget. That's understandable. We will look at getting some of them out throughout this next season, and they want us to finish in the top half of the season, of the division this season, and hopefully we can do that. I'm not sure how much we're going. In fact, we can have a look at that in a sec, can't we? And then after that, next season, the end of next season, they want us to win promotion to the First Division, and then after that is stay in the First Division for a few seasons. I think that's going to be our main priority with this team. We want to try and get them promoted. Once they're promoted, we can sort of leave comfortably and happily. Maybe get them up and comfortable. But I don't want to stay much longer, because otherwise we are literally becoming a one-club save. So 2 to 3 seasons in a club, I think, is enough. Let's have a look at season preview. So there we go. We're predicted to finish second, according to this. So we could even go up this season. Have we got... I don't know why he's there. He's not even played any games. But he is a key player for us. We've said that already. Catanacci, so he's going to be one to watch next season. This is a team we've got to watch and not trip over. This is a team that we should easily be looking to beat. But yeah, our reputation is 127th. And we start the season very soon. So next up, we're just going to have a quick look at the squad. Ability is pretty good anyway for this level. Potential is extraordinary. You know, there's some really, really good players there. If we bring in 1 or 2 more players, we could easily be a top team. Obviously, we're going to look at getting rid of some of the lesser players like these to get the wage budget down a bit. But as long as we've got the main, the main bulk of good players in the first team, that's the main thing. We do need to strengthen our subs or the reserve part of the team, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's looking good. We've got some really, really good potential in the team, and I don't see why we can't push on next season, and hopefully we will get a decent promotion. Let's just have a quick look at the development centre before we go, because the development centre is something that we've not really done much. As he says here, first team candidates, no players worth noting. We've got no one really. We're not really in a position to deal with the development centre really. We haven't got time to wait, because last season we had 10 games to save us from relegation. If we'd lost that, we would have gone down. This season, maybe we'll look to pick up a few youth candidates. If there's some in there, we've got some scouts out there, so hopefully they can pick a few up. But I'm not going to put too much pressure or emphasis on this, because we're not going to be around that long. I do want to ideally, I'd love to have a few, coming through as we leave, because again, it stands them in good stead to, carry on how we're going. And I think maybe after 5 years or something, we'll look back and see, the teams and how they're doing while we're, like a special episode every 5 years or something like that. I think that'd be quite fun to see, look back and see how they're doing and see if we've managed to keep them on a stronger par. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. That's pretty much it for this episode. So if you've enjoyed this video, guys, please hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. I do mainly play Football Manager, but there is other games I play from time to time and record, as you'll probably see by my channel. It's not just Football Manager, but it mainly is. If you want to hit me up in the comments, feel free to drop me a message, and I'll always try and get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for coming, guys. Peace out.